Today I'm ranking all of my K and C Beauty eyeshadow palettes. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. We are still in the midst of eyeshadow palette month, which means we are still doing daily videos. I have a giveaway for you, which I'll link in the description box down below so you can still enter. All you need to do is let me know about your 10 favorite eyeshadow palettes, and if you want to be in the video, to send me a picture of those 10 favorite eyeshadow palettes, if you have 10. If you don't have 10, you can still enter. You just tell me about fewer. That's fine. But yeah, today I'm going to be ranking all of my C and K Beauty eyeshadow palettes. I thought it could be a nice grouping. I've got 25 for the main ranking, which I think is a nice number, but I've got 2 honorable mentions because I haven't tested those out yet. So those are in this month's review, so I'm going to tell you about them right now. I actually do have a bit more in case you did see my haul, but I still need to take pictures of them. So I think if I were to do my ranking with all of the new Inbits, then it would have been like closer to 30, but since I haven't tried them, I can't rank them either. So when I do my entire like eyeshadow palette video, there's probably going to be more C and K Beauty because I placed quite a few orders with YESSTYLE over the summertime, which all came in, so you saw that. And also part of the giveaway is a couple of my favorite C and K Beauty eyeshadow palettes that I'm giving away as part of that giveaway. So I thought it could be apt to do this video, but the 2 honorable mentions are the 2 things I got through C Beauty Mall over the summertime. It was a brand or a website I had never shopped from before, but they have slightly different brands than, for instance, YESSTYLE, which is what I use most to buy these items. So most of the items you're about to see, I got through YESSTYLE. Some of the things I got through MONOLITH and then C Beauty Mall. I'm affiliated with YESSTYLE and MONOLITH, so that information is also in the description box down below. If you want to get 5% off of your order, then you can use my code. For YESSTYLE, it's FloatDream23, and for MONOLITH, it's _Micah_5, just so you know. But yeah, I got these to test out, so check back by the end of the month, because before the end of the month is over, I will have tested these out. I'm just filming this a little bit in advance so that I can like have something to go up. But something I was curious after was the brand Noiricorn, especially this one. This is the Candy Puppet eyeshadow palette, and this is just something I was really lusting after I saw it on someone's TikTok. I was like, ooh, that's a beautiful grungy sort of green rosy eyeshadow palette if I've ever seen any. This is a collab together with Freya, and there's another palette in this little section from Noiricorn, which is the Blight Moon, which they did together with Gleam in Japan. Because I've never tried this brand, I was like, I first want to test out the formula. If I love it, then the Blight Moon is going to go onto my makeup wish list. I've decided, so we'll see how we fare with this one. And then the other honorable mention is this behemoth. This is by Sugarock. This is now the most expensive eyeshadow palette in my entire makeup collection. I'm so scared to drop this or that anything happens to it. It's very sort of Y2K coded with this like tribal sort of thing. I don't know, it very much reminds me of the 2000s. But this is the color story. I believe it's called Dark Dust? Dust Rock? I keep forgetting the name of this. I need to look it up every single time, but I'll make sure to have it in the description box down below. And you know why I wanted to try this, right? The purpley tones, the grunginess. Apparently this has beautiful shimmers in. It's 12 pans, 6 shimmers, 6 mattes. I have to say, I did already swatch these, and I wasn't super impressed with the Sugarock. I was like, is this worth 150 euros? I think it's $150 though. Like, C Beauty Mall does all the prices in dollars, not in euros, until checkout. So, but that's a pricey item. But I've seen this all over TikTok, this brand, and I've been wanting to try them so badly just to see, is it worth it? And of course, the outlandish packaging is part of the deal when you buy this brand. So yeah, can't wait to play with this and to see how it goes. I'm still working through my Mystic Gleam from Oden's eye. That's what's on my eyes today. I did a nice like smoky blue sort of vibe eye today, which I love. Navy smoky eyes is like my favorite smoky eye to do. And now we get to the actual ranking part. So we're going to start with 25 to 21, and that's this little section here. So this is by Anthemy. This is their sleep dream sort of palette. I don't remember the name of this, and Since it's Chinese, I can't look it up very easily either. So again, I'll have all the names of the palettes if I don't remember in the description box down below. This is beautiful. I do really, really enjoy this. But compared to everything else, I don't feel it's that unique in terms of what this offers shade-wise. It's got some beautiful shades in. This is a little bit lighter and brighter, and then this side is a little bit grungier and warmer toned. It's got a couple of really beautiful multi-chromes in and like shifty shades, which is what I got it for, but the shifts we get in this aren't super unique, which is why I'm like, this was pricier compared to some of the other C Beauty brands that I've tried. I like the packaging, I like the shades in here for sure, but compared to other things, I'm like, I just have better things in my makeup collection, so that's why it's ranked quite low. I also have some Flower Nose. I think this was sent to me in PR. This is their Star Moon Strawberry. I don't remember buying this. This is beautiful. It's a nice sort of like pastel, softer, really pretty eyeshadow palette, but I've tried quite a few Flower Nose palettes, and not all of them are created equal, so I know from testing them out that I do struggle with them sometimes. There are a couple I really like. Those are the ones I've kept, but compared to other things I have, they're not my favorites. So they wouldn't be my first pick if you're looking into C Beauty to buy Flower Nose. That would not be my first pick, just so you know. Then I have Gogo Tales, the Sweet Dream palette. This I think I decluttered, and then I was like, but I don't want to declutter this. It's too beautiful. It's a really nice taupe eyeshadow palette, and then it has a pop of bright blue. I really like it, and the black in this is super intense. But again, it's a bit of a difficult palette to use. You can tell that the black is like staining the palette left, right, and center, so that's not a good thing. It actually, when it came, it had its own little protective cover. Because once this gets out of the pan, it stains like there's no tomorrow. I like these shades a lot, but again, it's not something super special. I do believe it's very affordable. I believe Gogo Tales is quite cheap, so there's that. And then we have the Black Swan palette from Flower Nose. This is also really pretty. A little bit more unique. It's over like mostly gray tones with a pop of red. It's stunning. I believe this one has a bit of a pinky shift. You can leave out the red if you just want to go for like a black and gray smoky eye. I just felt that this was very limiting in what it could do, so that's why it's ranked pretty low. And the Unleashia Glitterpedia in all of Lavender Fog is really pretty, but I do feel I have other K-beauty palettes that sort of give it the same vibe. The main reason why I keep it around is the pressed glitters in this. I'm not a fan of pressed glitters, which is again why it is ranked pretty low. But as far as pressed glitters go that I've tried, this is actually really good. So I like this a lot because of that. That's why it's still in my makeup collection. But if I compare it to other things I have, it doesn't compare. It just doesn't compare. Then we're getting into 20 to like 16. That's what I have for you here. And this is the final Flower Moons palette I have for you, or Flower Nose. This is the Mermaid Dreams palette. Mermaid, what does it say here? Moonlight Mermaid. That's what it's called. And this is so, so beautiful. This was a PR gift from YESSTYLE, and I'm so glad I have it. It's essentially the cool tone neutral color story with a pop of blue. Really beautiful. I love this, but I don't think you can still get it. One of the reasons, like the biggest selling point about any Flower Nose palette is their packaging. Like this just looks like a Disney castle. Like that's what it reminds me of. So wonderful, very whimsical. But now that I've tried more by the brand and I've also seen their newer releases, I do feel that they do repeat themselves quite a bit. So once you've tried one Flower Nose thing, you've tried it all. Then I have some Narimi Beauty. Again, beautiful, beautiful packaging. I love how it sort of like opens like a book and then the picture kind of repeats on the back or like continues on the back. This is a really beautiful color story. I just wish it had more special shimmers. It only has 2. Everything else is matte. It's beautiful though. It's a look like this way and a look this way. Really stunning. I just wanted more shimmers in here. And for how few shimmers we get, again, quite pricey for what you get. It's mainly mattes. Do I like it? Yes. Is it excellent quality? Yes. But Narimi Beauty can again sometimes be pretty hard to find. It does seem to be one of those brands where they do like a little capsule. Like a lot of these brands work with like capsule collections, and then it's like while stocks last, and if it runs out, it runs out, which is a bit of a shame. Then my Roman Dusty Fog Garden. I have a couple of these Better Than palettes, and you know which ones my favorite are, so those are going to be ranked higher. The only reason why this is ranked so low is because it's all matte. That's the only reason. I like this, though. It's really good quality. It's softer. A lot of K-beauty brands have quite soft eyeshadows, which, if you're light-skinned like me, sometimes that works better than very intense things that you then need to blend for days. This just sort of applies itself, which is why I like them a lot. It's just, color story-wise, it's not my favorite by them. Similarly with Clio, I actually had a couple of other palettes by them that I did declutter because they were too similar to some of my Roman things when I first started exploring K-beauty. I've tried a lot of K-beauty and also C-beauty in the past couple of years. I think I did like entire like reviews with just K or just C beauty brands, so I'll look those up if I can find them. Just eyeshadow palettes as well. This is the Over the Path, which is a little bit more special from Clio. I'm not sure if you can still get this. It's sort of like rosy purples, and it's got a little bit more depth, which is something that a lot of K-beauty brands didn't used to do, and it's got 5 shimmers, which is another thing that a lot of K-beauty brands didn't used to do. And then finally here in this little section, number 16, is the Peony Nude Garden. I like this, don't get me wrong. But there is a palette by Roman that's very similar to this that I like a little bit better. But this is beautiful. It's got like a row of like neutrally tones and then these very soft pinky tones. Really beautiful. It's got 3 shimmers. Stunning palette. And then not quite in the top 10, but if I have to go from numbers 15 to 11, these are the 5 palettes I wanted to show you. The Starcore by Cheer Yep. Again, Cheer Yep is a brand where I have quite a few palettes, so they're going to be dispersed over this ranking. I don't love all of them. I thought I was going to like this more than I actually did. This is a Freya collab that they did. It's got a couple of really beautiful shades in, but as a cohesive color story, it didn't quite come together for me. It's got these like peachy pinks, and then it's got this very cool tone side with like the blues and the purples. Really beautiful. There's some really interesting shimmers in here. It is definitely different from like other things that you will have tried, but I do feel like I was a little bit stuck making this work in an eyeshadow look. I don't know where I was because all of a sudden my camera battery was overheating. Welcome to summer in the Netherlands, but I thought I was going to talk about this, the Dreamy Lilac Garden for Roman. This is actually one that I've dubbed a favorite a lot, but I actually think in my top 10 I want to do the warm tone one because I just like that one a little bit better. This is really excellent. It has a bit more warmth compared to the Peony Nude Garden even, and it's got a little bit more saturation in the gradient that you get. The gradient is one of the reasons why I like these Roman palettes so much. Again, excellent quality, 3 shimmers, everything else is a matte, and this is like mauve tones, but not quite, you could say, but that's why I like it. And then I have a couple, like 2 of these Girl Cult palettes. These are really pretty. This one you can win because, and also this one, by the way. If you enter the giveaway, then those are 2 palettes that I've included there that I could still buy. But this Girl Cult, I think this is called like Firecracker or something like that. I don't remember the name of it, but it's the warm tone one, and it's so, so beautiful. I'm not sure if I can get it to catch the light. You get a holographic multi-chrome in here, 2 really nice warm tone mattes, and then this black with red. Really pretty, really interesting, excellent quality. There's only 4 shades here, but they do some special things, and the packaging, again, is just really, really amazing. So that's another reason why I like a lot of these K and C beauty brands, because a lot of them do really solid packaging as well. Then I love their singles, but I've also tried one of their palettes. This is by Juicy. This is the New Smoky Cyber whatever palette. I like their singles better than I do the palette, I have to say. I'm not gonna lie, but this is essentially like a gray tone neutral palette, and then this pinky red shade in the middle has a beautiful shift to it, which is why I like it. But like I said, I do like their singles better, but the singles that I have pair really well with the palette, so there's that. And again, with Josie, everything has this like not quite rounded shape, which I really like because it really makes them stand out and you can see it from afar. And then number 11, right before we hit the top 10 here, is another Cheer Yep palette. This is the Jump for Joy, I believe, and this is the pink tone palette that they did. It's got cooler tone pinks on this side, warmer tone pinks on that side. You get a pop of this limey green shade, and then a couple of really beautiful shimmers in here as well. Really beautiful, excellent quality again, but again, I have other things in my top 10 that I like just a little bit better by Cheery Up. That means we got to the top 10. So number 10 then is going to my Romand Cheeky Garden palette. I think because this is more saturated than anything else I have by Romand, I like it a little bit better because you're just getting a little bit more. You get some pinky purpley tones here with a black, but it's not like the blackest black of your life. We'll have other options for that in a second. Some brown tones and some really beautiful shimmers in here as well. So this is an excellent one. The minute this dropped, I knew I had to try it. And if you saw my haul, you know that I now have another one of these Romand Better Than palettes because I like the quality of these just so much. Number 9 then is another Clio palette. This is the Napping Cheese. I don't think they still do this exact palette in terms of like the cat print on it, but they do still do color stories like this, just saying. But I love me K-Beauty warm tones. This is really soft, really pretty, really lovely shimmers in here, and just like it came with stickers and it had cats napping with cheese. It was great. I didn't put them on the palette because it was like, it's just going to wear down and you're not going to see much of it, but this is an excellent palette. I really enjoy the quality of these. Clio is a little bit pricey compared to Romand though. I believe that Romand retails now around like 20 euros. Clio is more closer like to like 30, 35. So I feel that what you pay for this and Romand being equally as good, I would still go for Romand over the Clio, which is why I don't have as many Clio palettes, but I do think this is one of my favorite, like, more yellow-leaning warm tone palettes in my collection. Number 8 is my Cheery Up, what's this called? Daytime palette? I don't remember the name of this, but it's the Cool Tone Neutral one. Again, it's got pinky tones, but it's got a lot of gray and taupe and sort of like purpley tones here. Some excellent shimmers in here as well. I really like it. One of the things I like so much about these Cheery Up palettes is that you can use it as a quad. You can use it like 8 shades at a time. You can use 6 shades at a time. You can mix and match across the shades and everything will go together. And it's always the same really excellent quality, which is why I like them so much and why I have a couple of them in my top 10 as well. Number 7 then is this little palette from Gelas. This is their Color Phantom Chameleon eyeshadow palette in MO4. And this has such a stunning multi-chrome in, and then a purple, a gray, and like it's just a little quad, but it's really, really good quality. I really like this. Again, it's not super expensive because it's only 4 shades, but it just does like one look, but it does it excellently and does it really well. And then we have my other Girl Cult palette. I actually wanted to buy this for the giveaway, but it's no longer available, it seems. I believe this is called the Sinensis palette. And this is an old green shimmer palette with this beautiful, like, holographic shimmer in, and then these really pretty green shades. This is such a good old shimmer palette. I'm usually not a big fan of old shimmer palettes, so to have it this high up with this excellent quality of makeup, you know I love it. And that brings me to the top 5. I don't think there are too many surprises here because I have mentioned these a lot as favorites, but I really like a cool tone neutral palette with a pop of baby blues, so this Cheery Up palette gives me just that. This is the Dreamcatcher. I know the name of it. It was launched together with the Starcore, but this wasn't part of the collab, I believe. And it's essentially a very soft, neutral, like cooler leaning palette with this pop of baby blue that I really, really like. It's why I almost got rid of the Gogo Tails one, because it's sort of like the same thing. But the Gogo Tails is more saturated. This is a little softer, and I think I'm gonna like it. I know I like it a lot. And I was actually already with my brain in the next thing I was gonna say, which is that I have the Ember palette now, which is more green leaning, and I think I'm gonna like that a lot too. And then we have the Romand Mahogany Garden palette. This is another Better Than palette by Romand. I've raved about this a lot. I sort of go between the Dreamy Lilac Garden and the Mahogany Garden as my 2 favorites by the brand. But yeah, if I compare it to everything else I have, then this one has to go up here because it's a warm tone palette and I don't have too many of those. But yeah, again, the gradient, 4 shimmers, 1 pressed glitter, really excellent mattes with the gradient in there. I just like this a lot. I wear it a lot in the springtime if I want to go for a warm tone look. Number 3 is going out to the Shall We Makeup and Ghoul in Japan collab. This is the Flame Nocturnal Flame palette. And I've mainly have some C Beauty brands here in the top 5 because they just do really interesting color stories, and this is one of them. We get grays, we get a couple of blue tones for a pop of color, and then oranges and browns. I think this is an excellent palette. I think it's really beautiful and such a good one. The minute I saw this on her TikTok, I was like, I have to get that. So that's why I ended up buying it straight away when it launched, and I got the entire collection, which I normally don't even do, but there were some beautiful lip colors in there too. Griptine Cosmetics, the Seraph palette. I already mentioned this as being one of my favorites. I ranked it really highly, even though I only tried it this year. It's essentially cool tone neutrals, and then it has these pops of red. The shimmers in here aren't all cool tone though, which is one of my gripes, especially this white. It has one of those peachy flips, which I don't love, but it does still go with the rest of the palette, so I'm not going to knock it too much. And this is excellent quality, and I tried quite a few of the palettes that gave us a pop of red in the past couple of months, and this is the best pop of red I found. So I really like these. These are really excellent reds. They stay red as well. They don't pull too pink. They don't pull too orange, which is why I like it. And finally, of course, Cheer Yap's Floating Life, also in the giveaway. So if you want to win this, together with the other 2 palettes I just highlighted, and a bunch of like other like cheek products and lip products, I made almost like a full face of my favorite K and C Beauty products to give away to you guys. So if you want to win this, then you can. But yeah, here we have the Floating Life. This is just, when I tried this, I was like, yeah, I have to try more C Beauty as well, because this is really, really excellent. This was another Freya collab. You have these gray tones here. These are a little bit more purpley leaning. It's a grungy, cool tone color story with interesting shimmers, like a multi-chrome with like a holographic shimmer in. Several of those actually, and then some really excellent, really vibrant shimmers and good mattes. And if you want the blackest black of your life, this one. So that's why that one is in the number 1 spot, because it's just been a favorite. It's now been a favorite for like 2 years or so, and I keep going back to it. I keep thinking about it and wanting to use it again. And that's always a great sign for me to know, like, yes, this is my favorite, and this is just something I want to get. So that's my ranking of all of my K and C Beauty eyeshadow palettes. And if you do want to win a couple of these, then you can, because they're part of the giveaway. So I'll link that in the description box down below. And then I hope to see you again for a new video in Eyeshadow Palette Month tomorrow. Bye-bye!